You know what's good, YouTube? It's Kratoctavio here, back again once again, and today, people, we're going to continue on our Crystal Ashlocke. But in the last episode, we ended up picking up the second gym badge and defeating our rival. We barely beat Bugsy with Magby, but thanks to the charcoal that he is holding, we actually beat him. We lived with 4 HP after 3 quick attacks, and he was done. But let's get a quick party update in case you missed the last episode. Because if you missed the last episode, you missed a new Pokemon that we have. But we'll get to it in a moment. But we have Perry the Kingdra, who's got Water Gun, Smoke Screen, Leer, and Bubble. Exact same moveset it's had since the very beginning. Here's the aforementioned Spitfire, Magby, who's holding that charcoal to power up that Ember. He's also got Leer and Smog. Then, we have the starter that you guys chose for me, Nagini the Arbok, with Bite, Leer, Poison Sting, and Wrap. Then, holding the Quick Claw is Tesla the Flaffy, who's got Thundershock, Growl, and Tackle. So, it's one of our slower members on the team, so I figured the Quick Claw would be the best item for him. Then, the Pokemon that hatched from that egg that we've been holding on to is Rufus, the Diglett. He's got Magnitude, Growl, Mudslap because I'm stupid, and Scratch. Mudslap will be going as soon as we get a better move, but I was stupid, I accidentally gave it to him. Either way, we're going to continue on our way through here. What does this guy want? Oh man, my boss is going to be steaming! The Farfetch'd that cuts trees for charcoal took off on me. I can't go looking for it here in the Illex forest. No, let me rephrase that. I can't go looking for it in the Illex forest. I don't know why they have to capitalize certain things. It makes me just want to scream the words. It's too big, dark, and scary for me. Big, dark, and... no comment there. No comment. Just ditto. Just the ditto. But Ditto's going to decide that he wants to get in our way, which is very unfortunate. It's the missing Pokemon, Farfetch'd. Wah! First ever time I did this, it took me forever to do it, but I think I know how to do this correctly. May have to go get Totodile! Aw, how you doing, buddy? I would love to have a Toto. But unfortunately, we can't. We got the Kingdra from here. We also picked up a Paralyze here. Here. God, I can't speak. Not ever, though. Either way, we don't have any repels. That kind of sucks. So if the pop-ups keep on getting more annoying, then I'm just going to pause the video and I'm going to go run back and get us some repels. Quah! I don't understand why he doesn't just run away. Like, he sees that we're battling a Ditto here, so... if that was him, I would just run away. You may be asking, where does he have to go, but... I don't know, he's a Farfetch'd. He has a stick that he can hit people with. Okay, so we actually have got him. I thought I knew how to do it, but I wasn't exactly sure. Wow, thanks a whole bunch! My boss's Pokemon won't obey me because I don't have a badge. Well, you suck. Oh, my Farfetch'd! You found it for us, kid. Without it, we wouldn't be able to cut trees for charcoal. Thanks, kid. Now, how can I thank you? I know! Here, take this. And he's going to go ahead and give us HMO1, which is going to be Cut. That's the Cut HM. Teach that to a Pokemon to clear small trees. Of course, you have to have the gym badge from Azalea to use it. Which we do. So, we have... do we have 5 Pokemon in our party or 6? We have 5. I'm going to be right back with a Cut Slave. So, I'll see you in just a... okay, and we're back and we have our little Cut Slave. This cut can be this cut can be tree. Yes, this cut can be tree. But as you may have saw right there, Chip, our Krabby, is now our little cut slave. I don't plan on using Chip because he's kind of awful. And I should have picked up repels while I was back there. Actually, I can't afford anything. I had to sell a bunch of things just to get that charcoal to get us that second badge. Yeah, if it wasn't for the charcoal, I honestly don't think we would have won that badge. But it's an X defend, which is awful. So let's just continue on our way up here. Get more Dittos, probably. I'm guessing a Ditto. Yep, Ditto. I'm glad I didn't have to catch a Ditto because that'd be awful. Actually, I believe I ran into a Ditto in our yellow Ashlocke. I don't know. Either way, let's pick up this item up here. It's a water stone. Could be useful for later if we get something. If you can get an well, before I head down there to the headbutt guy, I'm going to go pick up this item. If we can run into an Eevee as our first encounter, I already know what I want to evolve it into. I want to evolve it into an Espeon. Because the reason I want to evolve it into an Espeon is because the fact that, in my opinion, Espeon is the best of all of the evolutions in a lock. In battle, I think Umbreon's the best because it's a lot bulkier. But I'm not going to try to start that flame war because people all have their favorite evolutions. Like, my personal favorite evolution, not just for battle or in-game, is probably Vaporeon, actually. But he's going to go ahead and give us TMO2. TMO2 is going to be Headbutt. Headbutt! Okay, I can't do that. I was trying to do something, but my voice decided to be stupid. Stupido. Literally everyone on our team can learn Headbutt. Except for Rufus and... Why can't Rufus learn Headbutt? His entire body is his head. It's basically Tackle. And he gets Tackle, so why doesn't he get Headbutt? Just ram his body into him. Unless there's something underneath him that... Don't sneak up on me like that. You're frightening your Pokemon away. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But you are a bug catcher, so you're kind of pointless. I don't think there's that many bugs in here. Yeah, you have a ladybug, but that's a ladybug. Ladybug's kind of awful. Because it's probably going to eat this water gun up. It's probably going to be thirsty. Ladybug was a little thirsty. Gets the tackle off. It's not going to do anything to us, though, because, like I said, it's a ladybug. And a second water gun will take it down. Perry's probably about to gain a level here. No, because the ladybug sucks. Who do we go to? The obvious answer is Spitfire, but I'll just go to Nagini because Spitfire is far too over-leveled compared to everyone else. And yes, that does save us some grinding, but at the same time, it's kind of mute and pointless. Let's go ahead and go for the Poison Sting. That's going to be super effective. It's going to be Stab. Does half. Gets the poison. He's going to go for a Scratch. Doesn't matter. It's only going to do 4 damage to us. The poison's going to almost take him down by itself. For some reason, Showdown is highlighting me. I don't know what that's all about, but I'll see after this video. Maybe someone started a tournament. I don't know. I haven't been playing a lot of competitive. I've just been building teams and building sets for a Showdown Showcase. Because I found a new tier that I absolutely love. It's not an official tier. It's a... it's one of those metagames that people just made up. It's called Sabcap. And while I'm not exactly sure what that means, if you've ever heard of Alphabet Cup, it's similar to that, but more intense. What Alphabet Cup is it's a tier where a Pokemon gets access to every move that starts with the same letter as it does. So Breloom now gets Belly Drum. That's what I ran. I ran Spore, Belly Drum, Mach Punch, and Bullet Punch on Breloom, and it put in a lot of work with Technician. And no, it wasn't Life Orb. What was it? I'm actually not sure what item I had on him, but it's been a while. But the difference with Sabcab is now you get your pre-evolutions moves too. So, for example, the Breloom now gets Sacred Fire. And the final touch to it is he also gets abilities that start with a B. So he can also get Bulletproof if you want to. My personal favorite Pokemon to run in that is Fur Coat Ferrothorn. 252 HP, 252 special defense, and then 4 defense. Get that Leech Seed, get Protect, get Stealth Rocks, and then get Foul Play. Another Pokemon that absolutely wrecks is an Adamant, Choice Banded, Drought, Flare Blitzing Darmanitan. I don't care who you are, you're not gonna like that. Unless you happen to be that Ferrothorn, because without the sun, that doesn't one-shot. Without the sun to boost it, Fur Coat Ferrothorn does not die to a Flare Blitz from Darmanitan. Do we have any Pokeballs? Ooh, we do. So let's go ahead and pick us up a Pokemon on this route. Let's see what it's going to be. Our first encounter on this route is a Executor. That's interesting. It's got in a Guinea. I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to do to this thing. Hypnosis. Let's go for the Poison Sting. Don't poison, please. Doesn't poison. He gets the Hypnosis off, though, which is unfortunate. We can go on out to Tesla? Yeah, let's go to Tesla. Go for a Tackle. Not really sure what this thing can do to us. It's gonna go for Barrage. I'm guessing that's like his signature move because I've never even heard of that move. Which is fine by me. Because it's absolutely doing nothing. Let's go for a Tackle. Go away, fly. There's a fly on my face. It's gonna go for the Hypnosis. He's gonna try to put the entire team to sleep. So, I'm not gonna allow that. I'm just gonna Super Speed. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Just didn't want to have to deal with all that. So let's go ahead and throw a Pokeball at him. He's in the red. Let's see. How much will this? That did nothing. The Barrage is going to miss, which is fine by me. Let's go for another Pokeball. We have 7 of them. And yes, I will use them all if I have to. 1. Nothing. It's going to go for another Barrage. It's just Super Speed, and we have the Executor. I already have the name that I want to name it. But it's a 6'7", 265-pound tree. That's a big tree. It is living in a good environment makes it grow lots of heads. A head that drops off becomes an Execute. Huh. It's cool. It's actually a nice little tidbit about the Pokédex. I like. If this was a Trevenant, I would be naming it Doku, but because it's a Executor, I'm gonna be naming him Pompey. The name is Pompey. That's what me. Game and spell. Yeah, I know the spelling's wrong, and I'm sorry. I'll try to fix it once I find out the actual spelling of it. But there's that Farfetch'd from earlier that decided to mess with us. Perry's out front. Let's go for a water gun. See how much is that actually going to do to the Farfetch'd. That does nothing. The pet does absolutely nothing. We get another water gun off, and that's going to kill the Farfetch'd. No, it doesn't. And he's going to go for a sand attack, so we're going to go ahead and run away from the Farfetch'd. Sorry, my voice is going to stop for like a second there. I was trying to yawn without actually yawning. Because I don't like yawning on screen. It seems like I'm professional and all that noise. But, I was about to say, but we're in the new city. But now this guy has to go and ruin everything. I don't care about what I want to see. I'm just going to water gun you to death. I have a Kingdra. You're wearing green. You look like a snot bubble. But let's go ahead and take on the side up. Hey, never mind. Let's heal up. Let's heal up Tesla. Tesla is going to take out the Psyduck after we switch him in. I don't know what we went for. I was scratching my eye there. But Tesla can go for a Thunder Shock. Hopefully we'll outspeed, or the Quick Claw will pop. If we don't, and we will take him out. Goes for the Disable. It's probably what he went for earlier. The Quick Claw doesn't pop. We don't outspeed. But we get a Thunder Shock off. And that is going to one-shot the Psyduck with a critical hit. I don't believe the crit even mattered. If it did, then too bad. Sucks to be him. Tesla's going to gain 120 experiences. So is Perry. Couldn't think of his name for a second, even though I just saw it. Let's go ahead and head on to Goldenrod City, where our next gym battle is going to be, and perhaps the worst gym battle of them all, Whitney. As anyone that's ever played 2nd Gen, or even the 2nd Gen remakes knows, Whitney is pure evil. Whitney is... no. I know that we have a mix of genders on our team, so that's good to watch out for the attract, but overall, I'm kind of scared. And we have this battle. Fortunately, I was just going to go ahead and try get a couple more captures for the episode. And I know this isn't a very exciting episode per se, but it's not really much to do. I'm going to try to do something this episode to progress the story besides just the Farfetch'd event, because that's boring. Either way, Sandshrew was taken out. Perry's going to gain 258 experience. He's level 16 now. And we're going to go ahead and switch Tesla out front because he's going to go ahead and send in a Meryl. We can probably put Chip in the box, to be honest. Aw, Meryl looks adorable. Let's go for a Thunder Shock. We outspeed, or the Quick Claw popped. I'm not exactly sure. And that does about a little bit more than 50%. He goes for a Tail Whip. Doesn't matter. We're going to get another Thunder Shock off. And the Meryl is down. Tesla's not going to gain a level. I thought it was about to, but it's okay that he doesn't. I'm avoiding him. You can not look at me. Think. Ah! That was my fault. That was completely my fault. I don't want to battle these guys. You're just wasting my time. You're just dragging out the episode. It's all you're doing here. And I believe this video will be going up on Wednesday, I want to say. Because I've got a bulk record. Because as I mentioned before in another episode, Thursday and Friday, and possibly Monday, I'm going to be dog sitting. So I'm going to just try to get this week's episodes done already, because I just want to be ahead. That way I don't get messed up on the video schedule. Because if I just drop off the face of the earth for a couple of days, then that's not good. I'm small on YouTube at the moment, and if you drop off and you don't interact, you're going to fail. That is something I've already picked up on. In your early days, and even your modern day, actually throughout your entire career, if you want to call it that, on YouTube, make sure you're interactive with people. Make sure you're doing Twitter, posting videos, and just make sure that you know how to maintain an image. And that is something that I've kind of picked up on. I've had to. Normally, I'm not a big Twitter person, but I've tried to get back into it. Like, I've always found Twitter to be kind of eh. But right now, I've realized I've got to do it. The National Park. We have a couple more encounters for the episode, and then we're just going to probably end it off. But our encounter in the National Park is going to... No. God, no. It's a... Grimer. Okay. I can do with a Grimer. Let's go for the water gun. I know he's specially bulky. Or at least he has some special bulk. That's kind of the difference between Coughing and the Coughing family and the Grimer family. Coughing is physically bulky. Grimer is especially bulky. So let's go ahead and get another one off. He's going to go for the poison gas. It's going to miss, thankfully. And we barely have any Pokeballs. So after this battle, I'm probably going to pause and I'm going to run back and grab us some Pokeballs. 1, 2, 3. Does not even stay in the ball, which is unfortunate. Goes for the disable. That's fine by me. I'm not... Actually, that does work, because I can probably go for a bubble now. Okay, that puts him in the red. That's good territory for us. If that one Pokeball did that, I think this should be able to catch him here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And we have the Grimer. Grimer's data was added to the newly... to the Pokedex. 2'11", 66 pounds. When two of these Pokemon bodies are combined together, new poisons are created. So, like Muck? Like, if you put two Mucks... I mean, if you put two Grimers together, is that a Muck? Is that, like, reverse breeding? Do the babies breed the parents? Okay, then. That's just weird. Because I'm wearing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt at the moment, and I've actually been watching the new show. If you have not seen the new TMNT, and you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I actually highly recommend that you... Why am I going this way? I actually highly recommend that you watch it. It's a very good show, and yes, it may not be your show from your generation, but it's a very good show. Like, I was watching an interview with Black Nerd Comedy. Very, very funny guy. Just naturally funny. Just fantastic guy to watch on YouTube. I highly, highly recommend his stuff. He had an interview with the guy that voiced... So, yeah, that kind of failed. I can't record in front of people when someone got home and I had to stop recording, so it's a bit later. So we're just going to go continue on our way, get our encounter over here, and then we'll be done for the episode. And I was right at the end of the episode too, which is awful, but our encounter for here is a Politoed. He'll hopefully eat up a water gun. I've actually never used Politoed at all. Goes for the Hypnosis and misses. Let's go ahead and get another water gun off. And if you hear me speaking quieter, it's because I actually am. There's Sleep in the chair over there, and Politoed's dead. Well, that sucks. we're just gonna go ahead and make our way back to Goldenrod? Yeah, Goldenrod City, I think, for a second. And then we're gonna end off the episode because I don't think there's really anything for us to do in between episodes except take on Whitney. I'm actually gonna have to look that up and see if there is. If there is, then we'll do that next time, but until then... Okay, I'm trying to... Okay. I've already faced him because I was an idiot earlier. But if there is anything that we have to do in between now and Whitney, then we'll do that next episode, and then the episode after that we will take on Whitney. If there's not anything to do, then we'll just take on Whitney next episode, which means there's going to be a bit of grinding in between the episodes. So as we heal up, I'm gonna go evolve my little outro as I always do. So if you enjoyed the content, smash all of that like button, subscribe, come back tomorrow for our next part of our Nuzlocke and our Showdown Showcase, and I will hopefully see you then. And peace.